everyone. We're going to be presenting to you the HEB growth plan today. My name is Kevin.
Bianca.
Greta.
Ralph.
Jonathan.
And here's Greta with the introduction.
Okay, so HEB has been wanting to move to the northern region of Texas. And Walmart has been closing its stores nationwide, and 29 are in Texas. The company should take advantage of these closing stores by buying the lots where it used to be at, and they could use the infrastructure that is already in there. By looking at this expansion, we will be analyzing the market by surveying the Dallas area with customer preferences. The purpose of this report is to analyze why Walmart is closing some of its stores, why HEB should open more stores in the north of Texas, since we already are located in Central and South Texas. And here's Ralph with why Walmart is closing its stores.
As many of you may know, Walmart's our largest retailer, bringing in billions of dollars. And recently, because of prices, theft, and things like that, and the communities that they're in, there's been many closings coming into the new year, and a huge amount of stores have been closing, specifically 11 stores in Texas, in North Texas, for that case. And as you see here, the Walmart closings, there's been some in Houston, Southlake, Texas, Frisco, Texas, but also the Walmart Expresses are closing as well in Camp, Italy, Godley, and Winters, just for a couple of stores, for example. And getting into the Walmart Express isn't your typical Walmart Supercenter store where it's the big store where you can buy whatever you want. It's basically like a dollar store and little convenience store. It's got enough for you to go and buy something that you're just going to make for the night or take little knickknacks here and there. And those things have been closing down because they're not they didn't have the kind of picture that they had for that store, and they haven't brought in as much money as they wanted to. And here is with the theft part of it. In the stores, you think about people stealing, customers coming in and stealing little toys or fruits or donuts here and there, but really it's been half and half. Like, customers come in and steal many items, and also as well in store you have the employees as well stealing things, which is, you kind of see unprofessional, but in most communities, since they're so poor, that's kind of like do or die. They have to do that, and it's really taking an impact on Walmart's and their closings. And here's Johnny Navarez with the pricing.
Now, theft has a big deal to do with pricing, which I'm going to talk about right here. Now, basically, because people are stealing, Walmart's having to up their prices on their products. When people see the prices go up, they look at the product and they think the product doesn't match the price, basically. So they either stop going to Walmart or they start stealing at Walmart, because when I'll go into this next slide, I'll talk about the location and I can get a little insight on that. But basically what I'm just trying to say is that price is playing a huge factor in Walmart closing, because the prices are rising way too rapidly, and a lot of this has to do with theft, a lot of it has to do with location, but this is current, and this is why Walmarts are closing. Now, location. So a lot of these big chunk of Walmart closures, their locations are in low-income communities. Now, these low-income communities, they do two things. They either go into these Walmarts and they steal, because the studies have shown that these places have a significant amount of theft. And so they come in here and they either steal, or they come in here, look at the prices, and go to their local grocery stores. Now, Walmart has been dealing with this, and they thought the best thing they can do is get out of the location and close. We're HEB, and we're saying we need to come in here and take advantage of this opportunity and just build around what Walmart could not do. So here's Kevin with why HEB should open.
Alright, so hello, and I'm going to be talking to you about why HEB should open today. One major reason HEB should really open in these regions is because of customer service. HEB strives and has a system actually for customer service that is well known for. Here is a study from the Market Force Information's website. They actually did customer surveys 2 years ago in 2013, and here's Walmart. You can see them circled in the red. They're on the very bottom. They're nowhere near the satisfaction where the survey asked for, and they're nowhere near where where you would recommend it. So in this case, Walmart's already not only doing bad in these areas, but all over nationwide. As compared to in Texas, when you go all the way up here and you see a little company called HEB, we are actually second in the state for satisfaction, and we are actually third in the state for likely to recommend. This is really good because, again, Walmart, it's nationwide, so they've kind of let go on the whole reaching to the customer as compared to HEB that is only in Texas and in Mexico. We have really set up a system called the 1-2-3s. This system really goes on making sure the customer's taken care of, making sure that they're going to come back again. Another reason that HEB should really open up in these areas is because they know how to handle the theft where Walmart couldn't. So one thing that HEB has is the store greeters. They wear yellow button downs at a lot of the stores. When you walk in, they say hello, and when you walk out, they say goodbye. In these cases, some of them actually check the receipts just to make sure that you got everything that you were supposed to leave with, and make sure you didn't leave anything behind or take anything you shouldn't have taken. These are usually at stores with higher theft rates, so it's good to have them around. And then another thing is the private officers. These are in the top 40% of the stores that have high theft rates. So with these officers, what they do is they go in, wear plain clothes, they walk around the store, and all they do is just wait for something like this to happen. All they do is, okay, let's say they see suspicious activity, they go tell the store manager, wait for the customer to walk out, and as soon as they walk out with that item, bring them back in the store and handle the situation. There's also another scenario as if a partner were to notice this. If a partner were to notice this, they go to the officer, or if they didn't know who the officer was, they go, because most partners aren't even supposed to know who the officer is, go to the manager, and the officer will take it from there. Another rule that HEB does implement, which is very huge with this, is the 4-foot rule. Each partner is supposed to greet and ask a customer if they need any help or attention within 4 feet of them. So there is a partner for at least every other aisle. With this, a partner can only, if a customer needs help, going to check it out. But if also a customer is looking suspicious, they're the first ones to notice and they're the first ones to do something about it with telling the manager and getting something done about it. And then here's BB with the location.
Alright. Like Kevin already said, HEB is mostly located in Mexico and the South Texas area. We want to expand from our 370 stores to more because the Walmart closure. The Walmart expresses, since HEB wants to have a smaller, intimate base, we're trying to use the Walmart Express, and where they have failed with poor customer service, we will thrive in. And it's also easier for us to build on what Walmart has left because we do repurpose every store that we can. For our prices, Walmart use low everyday prices. We mostly rely on coupons. Well, our coupons are these yellow coupons right here, where you could buy one item, say there's meat, and we also can have a sale. There's also a sale, and we could have the coupons, which will also give you 2 or 3 free items on top of the sale that you have just had, which brings in more customers because in a lower income family, you'll need every deal you can. And also, once you leave out the store, we also have the Catalina coupons, which helps you on your next purchase, which you can also use with the yellow coupons. That will help everyone that comes in with the prices to feed a family. And we'll have Ralph with HEB buildings.
And now with the HEB buildings and coming into new communities and say that with the Walmart, now with the Walmart closures and things like that, maybe HEB would want to come in since they have the low prices and affordable prices for low-income families. Maybe they want to come into those little small income communities, and build in their some new HEB stores. And with HEB stores, when any kind of retail store, it's a pretty penny to build. But something special and unique about HEB is that compared to Walmart and other retail stores like that, costing $20 million to build, HEB always averages between $5 to $7 million to build an actual building. But a big part about HEB is they have a Go Green or a green building slogan, meaning that they want to have a lot of they're about the environment. They want to recycle and do all these things and help their communities out and give that little welcome to them. Is that when they see an old building, say you come into a little town and Walmart's already closed out. It's just a building there. No one has it. No one's using it. H-E-B comes in and they refurbish it and make the whole store look like if Walmart was never there. They give it the whole H-E-B look and welcome and feel to it, and it's like it's a brand new building. And they save so much on pipes or contractors and all that stuff. They save a lot of money on that because they want to reuse and refurbish old buildings. They don't want to have to kill trees and all that stuff. They're all about the environment. And another example is the H-E-B here in Kingsville is the building that we have right now. That's H-E-B that everybody goes to. That was an old mom and pop store here in Kingsville many years ago. And when they closed down, they went out of business. H-E-B looked at it as an advantage to come in, and seeing that it's a college town, college kids want to afford things, and you go to H-E-B and you can get so many, as BB was saying, so many coupons and get a whole lot more groceries than what you had came and planned for. So they came in and refurbished the whole place and made it not only the H-E-B building, but they also expanded it, and they also cut the whole building plan in half. So they saved a whole lot of money on that, and that was a great positive on their part for the Go Green building. Next slide.
It's like the little toolbar thing.
And now here we have Johnny Navarez with our customer surveys.
Now we decided to go a step further and go actually get customer surveys. So we sent a representative from H-E-B because we figured all this research was great, but we actually wanted to be out there in the field. We wanted to put, boots on the ground and go talk to these people in these Walmart, in this area of where these Walmart closures are happening, mostly in the north and near Dallas area, and really get their side, basically, really understand what they were thinking. So we made a survey, a simple survey, five questions, and it was basically on satisfaction. We want to know, are you going to Walmart? Do you like Walmart? Do you like the prices? And then we started asking a couple questions about H-E-B. For example, question 5, which is the last question of the survey. Would you shop at H-E-B if there was one present in your town? Now, we feel like this is a huge question to ask, because we need to figure out if these people are willing to shop at H-E-B. Because if we're going to invest all this money, or if we're trying to persuade you to invest all this money, we can't have you come out here and no one show up. So we did this question, and we found that 75% of people were actually saying yes to this question. So that's a big deal. Now, we also asked, when leaving Walmart, do you feel, satisfied, not satisfied? And we found that a huge percentage of people said they didn't feel satisfied. Well, this is a great aspect to cover because H-E-B has great customer service. So we figure that these people that aren't satisfied with Walmart, well, we can come here, and that's an automatic plus for us to show the customer. The consumer, I guess you can say. So this was a big aspect, and we even asked if they were at H-E-B. So I guess if they traveled down, maybe they came down to the south, the central area where there's more H-E-Bs present. Did they like the customer service? And we had an excellent rating. Everyone liked it. Everyone enjoyed it. So this was a big step for our research program, our research growth. So here's Kevin with the conclusion.
All right, so all in all, this is just a replay of what we've already presented to the company, and this is just cost plays a big factor. It's going to be cost, location, theft, and prices. Cost plays a huge factor. These buildings that are already there, this is the perfect opportunity for H-E-B. Maybe they don't want to build the store, maybe they don't want to go into it right away, but if they buy the land right now at the price it's at with the building already there, this will be perfect for future implementations and being ready to move into the north. So, as Ralph said before, it cuts the price almost in half, and with H-E-B new buildings already costing between 5 and 7, this will be a great way to make profit for these newer low-income communities, which also brings me into location. These communities are lower income. These communities do have higher theft rates, but at this rate, H-E-B already has those low prices, and with the coupons as well, there's really no going wrong with this. And again, with the theft, we have the 3 major things. We have the greeters that monitor in and out. We have the private eyes that are in on all around the store, which no one knows about. It's not completely obvious at all who they are. And then we also have the partner 4-foot rule, which is very important because not only are you getting the customer service done, but you're also getting the fact that if anything suspicious is going on, we're gonna get it for you. And then of course the prices, we do have the yellow coupons and we do have the Catalina coupons. This is great marketing for HEB. Not only does the customer go in there and know that they're already gonna save money, but whenever you're leaving, you get another coupon to come back. So when you're doing all these great marketing strategies within the store, it's just, these customers are always gonna be coming back, which is something that Walmart ultimately fails in. And then for recommendations, all in all, if HEB were to skip this opportunity, it'd be a pretty big loss. These properties are vacant, the buildings are there. I mean, what else is there to think about? The plan is cost efficient, as we've said before, and honestly, HEB was already looking to move into North Texas. So instead of building new HEBs, making the project plan last a little bit longer than it should, take these properties, do it, the cheaper yet more efficient way. HEB has already turned in stores that were, pretty much nothing, just empty shells, into very successful HEBs, as Ralph said before, an example being the Kingsville HEB. And then, of course, in all these places, customer service. Walmart, it's nationwide. And one reason that HEB hasn't gone nationwide or tried to expand nationwide is because we don't want to lose that customer family feel when they come into the store. That is the number one thing HEB focuses on. You know what? We lose a little bit of money, we lose anything. As long as the customer is satisfied, that's everything. That's pretty much everything to the store. And well, that was our presentation. Thank you very much for watching today. We hope you have a great day.